Hey guys, I'm Amy, back with something old and something new today. I'll be starting the Burning Shores DLC from Horizon Forbidden West. Yeah, I don't have too much to say beforehand. Let's just get started. I don't have a quest mapped right now. I kind of want to just see. I downloaded the DLC. I already started the game once since that, so I know I'm about to get a prompt and someone who's going to talk to us. I'm not going to give any spoilers yet. But I reloaded the game so that you guys could share that with me and see what we're about to get. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. Thank you for installing the Burning Shores DLC. The Burning Shores DLC features new quests that continue the main storyline and is set in an entirely new area of the map, featuring new characters, machines, weapons, skills, tools, outfits, collectibles, and more. To start, make sure you have completed the main quest, Singularity. Aloy will then be contacted with the next steps. The new skills are available at any time. Ghost levels will be returned upon reaching the new max level. Enjoy. Okay, so reading this, I just realized I forgot to put on my glasses. I can still get through reading it, but things are a bit blurrier. It's not as nice. So yeah, I'm curious to see what we're gonna be getting. It says new weapon skills, tools, outfits. I'm wondering if we'll be getting something better than the current Oseram armor that we spent basically the entire main game building. um, yeah, I guess we'll see. Maybe, oh, it would be super cool if we could finally get the power cells back for our super suit from the main game, although I don't see that happening. I don't think it's very likely that that's what the game makers are going to give us. Yeah, other than that, let's get into it.
Aloy,
And
a certain complication has come to my attention that we must discuss. I'll be waiting at Tilda's. It's proven to be a useful headquarters for my inquiries into the Zenith base. And don't worry, I haven't disturbed her precious art.
Fine. I'll be there
uh,
when I can.
so relieved. Full disclosure. Let's see. Oh, we got the quest now. To track down a dangerous enemy, Aloy must journey to the uncharted wilds of the Burning Shores. Ooh. Alright, let's just check out on the map quick what we have that's new here. I'm not gonna lie, I did already look at it myself. I know where I need to go. But yeah, it looks like we have some kind of island here. I'm guessing we're gonna have to fly there. Um, I am zero informed about what is going to happen in this DLC. I've done like a media blackout for myself for a very long time now. So I have no clue what the story's about, what's gonna happen. I literally know nothing. I like to be very blind when I go into these things. I think it's always nice to just learn it organically and go in with no expectations. Um, yeah, but it has been a minute since I've played in real life. Videos have been coming out. However, that was, I recorded a lot in November, knowing that the holiday season and New Year's was going to be quite busy for me. Work and life in general are always busy, and then I was gone for 3 weeks. So yeah, I couldn't play some Horizon. I have actually, oh no, I don't want to fight you, bro. Chill out. um, Yeah, so it's been a minute since I've played, and I thought it would be a really good idea today to go into this game completely, without warming up. And so I'm curious to see how that's gonna go, if I'm gonna be clumsy on the controls. I'm sorry in advance if it is a bit painful to watch, if I have a bit of a rocky start here. One thing I do want to check is actually my difficulty. Sorry guys, maybe I'll edit this out. Where would it be? Difficulty. Okay, so I did switch the difficulty to hard. After I completed the main story, I realized towards the end of the game it was getting too easy. One thing that I'm a little bit apprehensive about is boss fights. I noticed for myself it tends to become a matter of patience when I start bumping up the difficulty of my games. sometimes even if I am strong enough to beat a boss on a higher difficulty, I start to just lose my patience because the fights tend to they just get longer. For me, it becomes a patience game. So we'll see how that goes for this with the DLC. Boogin Bear, I don't want to fight you right now. I was actually, when I did bump up the difficulty a few months ago, so this is things that I did in November, kind of preparing for starting the DLC, even though I knew that there would be a bit of a gap before I really could start it. I bumped up the difficulty and I was practicing fighting that fucker over there. Big old bear. Just to see how I could handle it. And it wasn't too bad, but I did notice it was much harder to loot the resources that I wanted. Some resources, you can't destroy them before the machine dies, or else you lose them. And that became much more difficult. So that's just one thing that I'm going to be checking out here. It's nice to be back in the world of Aloy, though. I have been playing some other things the last few months, so that's why I'm also wondering how the transition back into the controls of this game will be. I actually randomly got into Hogwarts Legacy. I played it when it first came out, when I first got my PlayStation. Wasn't so crazy about it, but I think it was just, yeah, I was kind of just getting used to PlayStation in general. And it had a mechanic system that was very new to me. The combat and everything. And now I'm just jumping into random bushes because I'm talking and I can't multitask. None of what I'm saying is very relevant to what we're doing today. Where do I gotta go? Maybe find where I gotta go and then talk. Can I just fast travel, actually? Yeah. But yeah, I've been enjoying that game. I have also gotten a little bit into playing Diablo 4 online. Baldur's Gate, I also tried out. Still not sure where I land with that game. I think I try to compare it too much to D&D, like real D&D, pen and paper D&D. And I'm not sure how much I enjoy kind of those combat mechanics translated into a video game, but I'm still giving it a chance. Alright, where's Tilda's fun house? Oh, I'm so lost, guys. I'm sorry, it's gonna take me a minute for my brain to transition back into this game. Is this her house? I think it is, and I think I just walked right past the door because I heard machines and didn't feel like fighting them. I must have been hearing the ones from down below the cliff. There we go. Here's our true neutral, our chaotic good silent.
So this is where Tilda tried to reel you in. What was her proposal? That together you could save the planet? Just as your precious genetic mother always wanted? I believe the old ones called that a bait and switch. Luring you with the promise of a vibrant new world, when in reality, it's doomed to be cracked open by nemesis and scoured of life.
If you're trying to get a rise out of me about Tilda, it's not gonna work. And if you really believed we have no future, you wouldn't be here.
And perhaps I'm just waiting to see if you can once again achieve the impossible. Speaking of which, my preparations for Nemesis have revealed a new problem. I've been searching the remains of the Zenith base for any data that could help us. In doing so, I discovered that 13 of our spacefaring friends descended to Earth from the Odyssey.
But we only found 12 corpses total, including Verbena at the biotech lab.
Your math is impressive as always, but yes. It appears that one got away. His name is Walter Londra. In the 21st century, he was an aerospace magnate, but also a bit of a celebrity. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that he's far too dangerous to be allowed to roam free. You need to find him and deal with him.
Damn. Okay, so is this guy basically Elon Musk? Okay, crazy. I did not expect for... I'm guessing, is this going to be the big bad of the DLC, as we still have another, Zenith to take care of? And I just realized that my subtitles are off, so I guess after this conversation I'm gonna have to go back into the settings and take a look at that.
So Londra made his fortune by selling spaceships?
Not exactly. He built ships and drones that could mine near-Earth asteroids for rare metals, generating untold riches.
I'm starting to see why you're worried.
Indeed. Thanks to us, he no longer has access to the Odyssey or the Zenith base. But he likely has extensive knowledge of potent old-world technologies. As such, he represents both a threat and an opportunity.
You think he might know about something that can help with Nemesis?
It's possible, yes.
Yeah, that is true. I guess all I would hope for there is that he doesn't bait and switch us like Tilda.
You said Walter Londra was a bit of a celebrity. What does that mean?
Although he made his money in aerospace, he put vast sums into the production of holographic entertainment. In fact, his wife was a famous actress. The two of them were often featured in tabloids and other media.
Tabloids?
A type of news outlet that tracked the personal lives of celebrities, allowing legions of fans to live vicariously through the rich and famous.
Oh. Yuck.
Oh, I love it. I always think, it's very interesting experiencing almost this, like, type of culture shock that Aloy does when she learns about the old ones.
You said you've been searching through the Zenith base. Did you find anything that can help against Nemesis?
I believe our best option is to unearth powerful technologies from the Zenith, the ancient past, or both. And with such knowledge in hand, we might be able to build a weapon to hurt Nemesis in a way that it can't currently anticipate.
Surprise attack? I like it.
Don't get your hopes up. I found a few leads, but nothing concrete. It will be a long search, I fear.
So where do you think Londra went?
The coast, far to the south. An area racked by tectonic shifts and volcanic activity. The few Tanakh who have ventured there refer to it as the Burning Shores. But 1,000 years ago it was called Los Angeles, a hub for the technology and entertainment industries. Londra's space mining company, Heaven Sent, was headquartered there. It stands to reason he would retreat to familiar territory. I'll send you the coordinates. So, are you ready to track down our rogue Zenith?
Alright, I guess we're gonna go to the Burning Shores. I hope we have the opportunity to come back, because there are still some, like, side quests that I would like to complete from the main story. I guess we'll see. Maybe this is something that I have to commit to the DLC now until I'm finished with that. Yeah.
Okay, to the Burning Shores then.
Proceed with caution, Aloy. I suspect Londra is even more devious and resourceful than the other Zeniths.
Oh, silence. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were actually concerned about my safety.
Aloy? I hope I haven't caught giant machine or something.
Hey, Beta, I'm actually on my way to the Burning Shores.
Oh, right. Gaia and I heard about your mission from Silence. Be safe, okay? We'll be here if you need us.
Will do. Thanks.
So cool that we can fly now. Aw.
This is it. Launcher's headquarters shouldn't be far. That can't be good.
Oh god, if I have to start with the boss fight, it's gonna be a disaster.
Come on! Come on!
Were you actually flying just now?
Yeah, just, not my best landing.
Damn, more machines.
Hungry, hungry hippos.
Stay back. I'll handle this.
Hold on, I can help too.
Let's see what you got.
Okay, so she's one of the things that, oh my god, I've forgotten everything.
See those glowing crystals? It takes one hit to detonate.
Yeah, okay, got it.
What is it? One of the knowledge people from the Quen. She's got the focus. What do I gotta hit this with?
Fire beams.
Detonates upon impact. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I hit it with? Throw a rock and get them to go over by it. Ah. That's right. Oi. Oh, that did some damage.
Not bad, stranger.
Oh shit! It pulled me like over the fan. I didn't think it would do that. Ah! Friggin' shrubs. I'm having to work way harder to kill these than I did the hippo.
see who takes it.
I thought that was the last one. My bad.
Oh, you know how to hold your own. The name's Seika. Aloy. I could, say the same about you. You have a focus. So you're Quinn. You're not exactly like any diviner I've met. How do you even know
Diviner, that was it.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but first...
Just one for now. I saw you before you crashed, flying on a sunwing. It didn't look like you knew about that tower, which means you're new. So what brought you here?
I'm looking for someone. There's a ruin. On the hill northeast of here, that's where I was headed.
The ruin on the hill. You mean Starlight Rise?
You know it. Is there another way to get there?
Maybe. But first, we're gonna have to do something about that tower. I think we can help each other, Aloy. The tower's not far from where my people made camp. I can show you the way.
Hold on. You said we can help each other, but what exactly are you doing here?
Let's just say, I need that tower dealt with too. Come on.
I'm confused. Does she have... What is her connection to the Quen that
This
we've
way.
met until
Follow me.
now?
We'll have to take my skiff to get to the settlement.
Wait. Slow down.
What were you doing out
first.
here anyway?
The skiff's rudder is a bit off. I was after some kind of system. Sometimes you just need to hunt alone.
And subtitles. It's annoying to me that I just missed what she said because I couldn't read it. This is something that I have to do in like the main menu of the game. I don't get why they got turned off. Here they are. There we go. How far away did she run? I assumed that she would maybe stop and wait. Or where did she go? Did I just take the wrong? Yeah. Oops, my bad. Turned too early.
Here she is. I just need to attach this component I picked up. Hold tight.
Never seen a boat like that before.
Me and a gearhead back at the settlement roped it together. Works well enough. That'll do it. Skiff's good to go. Hop in.
I wonder if the Quen have the term gearhead from looking through documents of the old
Not
ones.
another one.
Whoa!
Like I said, there's no getting to Starlight Rise so long as that tower's there. Okay, casting off.
Huh. Sure beats rowing.
I've had a lot of time to improve her design.
How long have your people been here?
About a year, I think.
We hit this massive storm crossing the Great Ocean. Lost half the fleet and our bearings.
It was a miracle we even made it to these shores. We've been stuck here ever since.
See, I'm sorry to hear that. Just how many of you are left?
Not as many as there should be. We've had other troubles since the shipwreck. And some of those remaining aren't much help.
Sounds like you're not thrilled to go back.
Bringing back an Outlander is certainly going to complicate things. It'll be fine. Just follow my lead and let me do the talking.
If you say so.
I'm still confused on what their connection is to the other Quen that we've met. Like,
That's it on
did
your
they
left. Fleet's End.
did they come with
Uplifting
them?
name.
We weren't in
And get
great
separated?
spirits when we made landfall. Okay, here we go.
I don't know anything further. May I be dismissed?
No. You will remain here until the traitor returns. You!
Here we go. Sorry.
One act of treason breeds another, it seems. Stealing a diviner's focus, leading a barbarian into our midst.
Where's the Quen I know?
Arrest them both. Remove their focuses at once.
Arrest us. This is a matter for the Admiral, not a compliance officer.
By all means.
Bitch, you ain't got no jurisdiction over my focus. Fuck off.
It's true. Seika stole the focus.
Who's the barbarian?
She's done for.
Things seem kind of tense around here.
It's not our best day.
Admiral Garrett! It's as I told you, sir. The proof is now before your eyes. A soldier dared to don a diviner's focus. The eye that reveals the legacy. But Seika did not stop there. She brought a barbarian among us. In direct violation of Confidentiality Clause 3A. Protocol states that these...
I might be our last chance at finding our missing people, sir. Diviner Vi's focus showed me his last moments. He found a clue. The ruin on Starlight Rise. There's evidence our people were there.
Hunter's headquarters.
Now we have no means of safe passage. Not in our current situation. But she might have another way.
Remember the law, sir. Focus is for a diviner. No one else.
Seika's actions are indeed concerning. And there will have to be a reckoning. But finding our lost crew is paramount. If Seika has a chance of bringing them back, our course is clear. Even compliance must recognize that. I will allow it. Seika and the Outsider are free to pursue this lead.
But, sir, if...
Outlander,
man.
I'd like a word when you have a moment.
Damn them.
You okay?
I shouldn't have said that. It's just that... my sister is one of the missing. Not only that, she's our last navigator, our only means of getting home. I've got to find her, even if it means using a forbidden relic. Meanwhile, Rang and the others act like I'm the problem, when in reality, I'm the only one looking for a solution.
Look, I understand. Maybe more than you know, but for now, I think we need to calm down and just—
calm. You're right, of course. Getting upset isn't going to help.
Okay. We both need to get to the place you call Starlight Rise. But that tower seems like it knocks anything nearby out of the sky.
Out of the water, too. It fires at any watercraft in range.
Oh, great. Well, it seems to me you've
Underwater?
got some kind of plan in mind to deal with it.
Maybe. Between the two of us, there might be a way.
Yeah. I didn't mean to laugh when, Seika's all upset, but anytime there's an argument happening where someone tells someone to calm down and the other person says they're calm, I have to think of The Big Lebowski and Walter Schobeck. He's calmer than you are. Okay, interesting though. So I'm still wondering, was there something that I misunderstood? With regards to this group of Quen and the Quen that we've already met. In this storm, were they just separated? Were they part of the same fleet and they got separated, and this group of Quen got stuck on what is like the ruins of Los Angeles, while the other ones made it to the mainland? Interesting. If I missed it, I hope I get the information again at one point, or maybe I'll rewatch the beginning of this episode myself just to make sure I didn't misunderstand anything.
So your sister is a navigator?
More like the navigator. The only Quen who can steer by the stars without instruments. She reads the sky like a scroll. Knows every constellation by position, no matter how much it spins around up there, which means she's been an Imperial favorite ever since her first exam. One of the fleet's most precious assets. And now she's gone.
She and the others just disappeared?
After we made landfall, the hard way, the Admiral sent out scouting expeditions with the very few boats we had left. Not one of them returned. I don't know what happened to them all, but I do know it has something to do with that tower. And Starlight Rise.
We're agreed on that. Is there anything else you can tell me about that tower?
It just appeared one day a couple of weeks ago after our scout boats went missing. And it shoots at anything in the sky or sea. Machines, boats. You.
Okay, don't remind me.
I tried to get near it, but it's mounted on a tall ruin with machines all around. On the plus side, its range is limited. I've been testing it with my skiff and setting up buoys to mark the radius.
Can't tell if that's smart or reckless.
Both, maybe. I'll admit there have been a couple of near misses.
What exactly did you find on that diviner's focus?
When the scout boat sent by the Admiral didn't return, he sent our very last one to find out what happened to them. Diviner Vi was on board. They made it as far as Starlight Rise, went inland and found a camp and a bunch of equipment. It looked like some of our people went into a ruin there. Then they spotted a machine, unlike anything we've seen. Silver and gold, moved like a spider. Spooked, they ran back to their boat.
They were lucky to escape. I've dealt with those things before.
Well, their luck ran out fast. The morning they tried to sail back, the tower went up and blew them right out of the water. Vi's body washed ashore here sometime later, A friend of mine found it, and let me know. The same friend that ratted me out to Rang for taking the focus. But what was I supposed to do?
I would have done the same thing. Trust me. Well, you're a good fighter, that's for sure. But beyond that, I don't know much about you.
There's not much to tell. Nothing special about me, except my sister is pretty well known among my people.
You don't seem so ordinary to me.
I was just a petty officer until we ran aground. But we lost a lot of midshipmen and lieutenants to the storm and the wreck. And now even more of them are missing. So I've been trying to step up and help the Admiral.
It took a lot of guts putting on that focus. Seems to me he needs more like you.
Tell that to Rang and his toadies.
You think there's a way to do something about that tower?
If we want to reach Starlight Rise, we have to try. I was able to approach the tower on foot, but I couldn't get close enough to shoot at it or anything like that. With the right help, though,
Show me the way and we'll give it a shot.
you'll probably want to resupply first. You can use my skiff if you need to hunt for resources. Just stay south of the settlement. The tower can't hit that side. I set up some buoys to mark its radius.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go clear my head. There's a bridge that leads to the ruins where the tower is mounted. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Hold on. There's one more thing. The Quen here, all of this. You were part of a larger expedition, right? Headed for San Francisco?
That's how you know about us. And you've seen the others, haven't you? And they're alive.
Most of them, yeah. I can put you in touch with them, but we should find your missing people first, right?
They're alive. This is great news. But yes, you're right, it should wait. If we tell everyone now, it'll just be a distraction. So for the sake of the missing, we have to keep the focus on them.
All right then. I'll see you on the other side of the bridge.
Alright, I'm glad that I just got that explanation.
Resupply before I meet Seika. Or I could explore a little with her skiff first.
Because that was bothering the crap out of me. This is the issue when you have a crappy memory and don't play for like 2 months. Play a bunch of other things in between. I forgot a little bit of the backstory there, but that's right. We already knew that there was this group of Quen. Okay, good. Let's check the map, I guess. Alright, looks like we got just like a bunch of islands. We gotta go to this one, appropriately named the Burning Shores. But we have some side quests that we can check out. I don't think that I need any supplies right now. Echo shells, I still have a lot of that. I think I have pretty much everything because I loaded up before I did the last main quest. I'm gonna check out this hunter. See if he's got any weapons.
Admiral says we can trade. Let's.
Adhesive warrior bow. Interesting. Looks like some pretty nice stuff. I might come back here off camera, just because I tend to take a while with these decisions. But good to know.
Shame.
I'll be back. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue with this story right now. I'm sure I'll get a chance to do these side quests. I know what I wanted to check before. Aw, Varl. So sad. That's really a bummer to look at. Rust. What is the Quen Diviner's name again? I can't remember it. It's bothering me. Where is she? Alva. Okay. I wanted to say Alva, but for some reason I thought I was wrong. Hugin Eric. Gerard. Hilda. Beta. I might come back and read these off camera for myself. If it's ever interesting for anyone to look at, I can also do it on camera. But it's just kind of a lot of reading. And so that's why I haven't been doing that until now. But we can check out this guy. Walter Landra. In the 2060s, multi-billionaire Walter Landra was at the peak of his life and career. He made a massive fortune as the founder and CEO of Heaven. What is that? An asteroid mining corporation. Married to a famous actress, he was firmly established as Hollywood elite, often finding himself at the center of the tabloids and press. But in 2065, as the feral plague consumed the planet, Landra fled along with the rest of Far Zenith, only to return 1,000 years later after escaping a second calamity, this time the destruction of their colony on Sirius at the hands of Nemesis, a rogue AI of their own creation. At some point after returning to Earth, he split from his cohort for reasons unknown. Because of this, he was not present when Aloy and her companions stopped the rest of the Zeniths at their base. Silence believes Landra has gone to the ruins of Los Angeles, a wild and deadly region now known as the Burning Shores. While Landra's motives in his ancient home remain hazy, one thing is clear: a fugitive Zenith cannot be left to his own devices. Yes. 100% agree with that. Let's check out hers. Seika. Seika is a tenacious and highly skilled marine of the Quen tribe. When an expedition was formed across the Great Ocean in search of a cure for their ailing land, Seika was one of the many chosen for the voyage, along with her sister Kina, who was a highly esteemed navigator. Things went poorly for the expedition not long after they set out. A violent storm split the fleet in two, blowing half of the surviving vessels off course. These ships eventually made it to the Burning Shores, where Seika, her sister, and their crewmates have been stranded ever since. To make matters worse, Kina and many of the crew have recently disappeared without a trace in the dangerous wilds. Through it all, Seika has gone above and beyond her duties, doing whatever it takes to keep her people alive. But with her sister unaccounted for, she did the unthinkable, using the focus of a dead diviner in the desperate hope it might contain a clue. This breach of tribal law has earned her the scorn and derision of much of her remaining crew. Still, her gamble paid off. The Focus has recorded evidence of her missing people at a place known as Starlight Rise. Armed with this knowledge, she is determined to reach it by any means necessary, and Aloy may just be the key to seeing it through. Okay, actually, smart choice to read these things, because like I said, it's just been so long since I played, and I really do have a crappy memory, and so it's just nice to get a little bit of refresher on certain lore. Jarrett or Garrett? Is he Geralt or Geralt? Leading the most ambitious expedition in the history of the Quen Empire should have been the crowning achievement of Admiral Jarrett, already decorated career, but such dreams of glory were torn to pieces by a devastating typhoon along with the expedition's ships. With the other half of the fleet deemed lost, Garrett and his remaining crew washed up in the untamed wilds of the burning shores, far from their intended destination. A fair but cautious leader, he has maintained order among the survivors while relying on dauntless marines like Seika to ensure their survival. But with many of the crew now missing under mysterious circumstances, and with little hope of escaping their predicament, he has resorted to desperate measures, even going so far as to tolerate Seika breaking tribal law and teaming up with an outsider to search for their lost people. Alright. Cool. Talana! Damn. Eric's a big boy. What the fuck? Also, Gerard looked like Jeff Bezos. I feel like they based it on Jeff Bezos. Little is known about Gerard, leader of Far Zenith faction that returned to Earth after the destruction of their colony in the Sirius system. During the 21st century, he was undoubtedly one of the world's richest and most powerful men, with arrogance to match. He cares nothing for the tribal denizens of Earth and is more than willing to wipe them out to achieve his goals. Alright, I'm not going to keep reading all these. Actually, I kind of want to, but again, I'll do that off camera in case that's just not so much fun to watch me doing for 20 minutes. But if anyone would like to see them, just drop a comment. I can definitely do it in another episode.
If you're here to help, then help. Welcome to Fleet's End. Okay, maybe it's time to meet up with Seika and head to the tower.
Alright. You know what? I know this is kind of crappy, guys, but looking at the time, I don't really want to start the next mission. I want to start the next mission, but I think we're gonna end on this cliffhanger. Give some motivation to tune in for the next one. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and see you next time.